Hi, we're Aaron and Sandra from Travel Blocks, and we've been travelling the world for the last 1.5 years. Today we're going to do a bit of a wrap-up of our first full calendar year of 2024. What a year it's been.
We went to 11 countries. We started in Australia.
From there we went to the United Arab Emirates and we stayed there in Abu Dhabi for 2 nights. From there we flew to Spain.
We spent about a week in Madrid and then we started our Camino in France. So we went to Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port.
It's very French.
Dear, okay. And then we walked across Spain. It took us 57 days to get to Santiago de Compostela. Once we finished the Camino, we made our way to Barcelona. And from Barcelona, we flew to Malaysia via Abu Dhabi, the United Arab Emirates for 2 nights. Flying Etihad, they gave us 2 nights for free. So yes, please, we'll take that.
Arriving in Malaysia, we stayed in Kuala Lumpur, where we looked after a cat for 7 weeks. And that was through trusted house sitters, so that was great. Free accommodation in Kuala Lumpur and some fantastic food to eat as well.
From Kuala Lumpur, we went and had a week in Malacca on our way down to Singapore, where we had 3 weeks, another house sit, 2 pug dogs, before heading all the way up through Malaysia again over the next week to Thailand.
So in Thailand, we stayed in Hua Hin for roughly 3 weeks and walked along the beach, had some amazing beef noodles, and it was a really nice relaxed time in another country. Ticked off another one.
We did. We went to Bangkok after that, where we flew out of to Vancouver, Canada.
From Vancouver, we jumped on a cruise ship with 30 plus new friends on our way to Honolulu. From Honolulu, we jumped on another cruise with most of those new friends and maybe some more. And we headed back towards Australia via French Polynesia and New Zealand.
Yep, and that rounds out our year back in Australia. So out of those 11 countries, we had 3 new countries. United Arab Emirates, Thailand and French Polynesia are all new countries to us this year.
Also with geocaching, we had 3 new countries too.
What a surprise!
Oh my gosh! United Arab Emirates, French Polynesia and Thailand. So now we have 28 countries under our belt geocaching.
And 31 since we've been married. That's where I'm counting countries from.
So the total nights for the year was 367 nights.
How did you do
367.
that? Well, it was a leap year. So that's 366. And then we went the wrong way around the world, the right way around the world.
We gained it.
And we gained a night. We did 30th of September twice.
That's right. We spent an extra day in Vancouver. We arrived a day early.
We didn't know we were doing an extra night.
We didn't.
We thought it was the 1st of October and we knocked on the door and they said, no, you're not coming until tomorrow.
Oh no, we are. And then
Well, we're here.
And she had a room spare, so we just stayed an extra night.
We stayed an extra night there.
And how many beds did we stay in?
Yes, so I slept in 94 different beds over 2024.
I stayed in 96 beds, so I stayed in 2 more beds on the Camino. So I walked from Santiago de Compostela through to Finisterre, which was 2 extra nights.
Whereas I caught the bus to Finisterre. Now I broke that down even further into accommodation types. And we had 77 nights in hotels 18 in apartments, 27 on the cruise, 75 house sitting, 120 with friends and family, 4 in transit, so on an aeroplane,
Trains and automobiles.
and 46 in pilgrim hostels on the Camino. And that averages to paid accommodation $74 a night Australian, with an average per night over the whole year to be $39.35. How much is your accommodation?
Good question.
On the subject of how much we spent on accommodation, we're going to go through and tell you everything we spent for the year. And the total for accommodation was $11,422.
Food and drink was $10,278.
The 2 cruises we took was $7,334.
Groceries was $6,352.
Flights was $6,049.
Shopping was $4,432.
Domestic transport was $3,389.
Apps and subscriptions was $1,431.
Miscellaneous living expenses. What is a miscellaneous living expense? Doing laundry,
The odd thing here and there.
visas, just the odd things that we don't have another category for. And that was $1,216.
For health, it was $1,171.
Personal care, that's pretty much like haircuts and massages, really. $976.
Sightseeing and activities was $922.
Phone and internet was $383.
And fees and charges was $217.
That is everything that we spent in 2024, which comes to
Was $55,579.
when it comes to what we spend every year, we do not have a budget.
Oh dear.
But we do have a spending plan. So I don't say we need to spend $20 on phone and $100 on groceries. It's not categorized that way. When we're spending, we just spend what we need to spend thoughtfully. So I don't call it a budget, I call it a spending plan.
So we're to next year, 2025. We're going to take a few more cruises just to get from point A to point B. Flying's great, it's nice and quick, but it's a bit more cramped. And we love cruising.
Yeah, so we're pretty much cruising our way to Europe, spend a few months around the UK and Europe, and that's as far as we know. We don't have a plan after that yet. Join us on Travel Blogs, YouTube and Facebook and Instagram, and see where we're going in 2025. Probably at the same time we know where we're going in 2025.
We'll see you somewhere around the world. Bye.